Hey, this your girl, Diva Baxter. Man, guys, I'm just having to exhale from just life. I've been going through some things, some challenges, and just wanted to share some of the challenges that I've been having pertaining to life. Let me close this door. Pertaining to life and dealing with getting into a place of retirement, getting into a place of wanting to have something to show for all the work that I have been doing all of my life, having 4 daughters and soon to be 6 grands, and thinking about the things that no one ever taught me in life. And here I am, over 50, and finally getting my prayers answered, because I've been one who have been in debt many times and have gotten myself out of debt many times. But each time I've did it, I've always prayed, God, I need you to change my mindset. I need you to change my mindset, because if you don't change my mindset, Father, I'm going to end up right back in this spot, and I don't like this feeling. But I still end up getting right back in that same spot that I said I didn't want to get into. So now here it is, 2025, when I started thinking, okay, they got this thing they offer with my job called a 457. I didn't know what it was too much. I didn't even know which one to sign up for. I just picked one, signed up for it, and said, okay, I'm going to give, I think it was $25 when I first started. And so I was consistent in that, wasn't thinking about it, and allowed it to grow. I think I probably moved it up within maybe 6 months to maybe $50 or $150, I think was the max that I started doing. After about 6 months of doing the 25 and starting to see that it was growing. And then one day I went and I had a conversation with the finance person who talks about retirement with the county that I work for. And he was telling me that I was doing all the right things, but I was like, nobody really showed me the things that I was doing. But somehow I'm believing that God was the one that was leading me to pick, like I said, which 457 and all this other stuff that I started getting into. And so I did that, and I let that grow. And then he said something. He was like, you know what? The one thing that I like about a 457 is that you can borrow against it, and the money, the interest that comes back, that they charge you, comes back to you. And I was like, wow. So eventually, during the middle of the year, during the summer, refrigerator, wash and dryer, all that stuff started breaking down in the house all at one time. And I looked at my 457, and I remember what he said, and I had been paying these buy here pay here places where they're now wanting to be like Klarna and everybody else. You pay them every 2 weeks, and it was becoming a lot. And I said, you know what? Not only was it becoming a lot, they said if you didn't pay it at a certain time, then the interest rate was going to go up, and you will owe way more than what you needed to borrow. And I was like, oh, I'm not going to be doing this. So I went and I found out how I was able to borrow the money from my 457. It told me how much interest I was going to be charged, and it also told me that I was going to get it back. So what he told me was the same thing I got out of the system when I was reading. And so I borrowed the money, and I paid off all of those buy here, pay down people, and was like, rather than pay them, I might as well just pay myself. And so that's what I have been doing. And it gave me options. It says you can do it in 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, up to 5 years. And I was like, I don't want to owe myself and keep this over my head. And it's coming out of my check every 2 weeks rather than me paying them every 2 weeks. I'm paying myself. I'll do it for a year. So I'm still in my year. This is 2026. And by December of this year, I'll be paying off the first set of money that I borrowed from myself, and I'll be paying myself back. But those are the things that I've had to go through praying and seeking God for, because nobody, and I mean nobody, no school system, no friends, no family, people that I used to even ask coming up these type of questions, how to invest, how to do this, how to do that, never could really get an answer. And so I started taking chances doing it myself, because I finally realized I'm getting to an age where, you'll say, I'll get to that when that time comes. Well, that time is here, and I can't keep putting it off. Retirement, I can't keep putting it off. And I've been watching people in their 70s still working, and I don't want to have to live that life. I'm now what I call buying my freedom, because when I get 65, 70 years old, I don't want to be clocking in on nobody's job. I really would like to be owning and running my own business, not clocking in on somebody's job. So that's what started this. And I just wanted to be transparent and walk through my journey. So if this is touching you in any type of way, where it's helping you in any type of way, please continue to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And I'm going to continue to walk through my journey. Y'all have a blessed day. Have a good one.